Howdy folks, it's Alpine here and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We are in about 3/4 of the way done with the Grand Alpine Challenge bush trip. And quite a challenge it's been. It's definitely been the most difficult bush trip of them all so far, although it's getting easier as we go along. However, before I say that, looking ahead, there are a few more mountainous legs. So we'll see how this goes. Another quickie, 22 minutes or so, which means about half an hour for us. This photo in front of us is our destination for this leg 6. Grass runway, hopefully not too hard to find. They've been okay so far. There have been some moderately challenging landings, but nothing too difficult in this leg. So you know the drill, one video per leg. And let's continue, leg 6, here we go. Alright, we're going to go up here, do repair and refuel, although we didn't need to do that much more fuel. I'm going to turn on the light. What time is it? Ooh, it's getting later, 7:25. It's not 6:55 again like it has been. Let's zoom this thing out. We do not have GPS, so we will hand fly using the nav log as best as we can, using the Google Map machine if we need it. Alright, where they put us on the runway? Well, we got lots of runway. There's a lot behind us too, but for the most part we have lots of runway in front of us. We do not need to worry about turning around. Okie dokie. Let's see where we're going. We're going to EDGY. Lift off from Reutte-Höfen Airfield and head east-southeast to Zugspitze, which lies on the Germany-Austria border, and at 9,000 feet above sea level is the highest peak in the Western Mountains and the highest in all of Germany. Okay, let's see. What do we need to do for that one? We're going to set our heading bug to 103 degrees. And I'm going the wrong way. Let's go the right way. 103 degrees. So off to the right a little bit. So we're just basically heading in that direction towards that big mountain thing. It looks like, right? Yeah. Highest peak in the Western Mountains. So yep, we're going to head towards where's my mouse? Right here. The darkest brown would be the highest peak. So that's where we're headed. I don't think we need to use the timer or anything on this one because we know where it is. It's right there. It's pretty obvious. Alright, parking brake off. First set of flaps and away we go. And let's try to stay on the... I thought I had a way to look out. Yeah, whoa. Nope. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. That is a big nope. I was trying to look out the side window, and that's not how that works. Okay. In the air, brakes to stop the wheels. We'll get some speed here. And then we'll turn immediately, maybe? Before we run into this mountain. How are we going to get there? Let's aim for that water. Oh, I guess we can go right through here. Flaps coming in. Why? There we go. What the heck? Hang on, barometer. Okay, I don't know what happened, but I couldn't get any speed for a second there. Everything is set. I just reset my mixture on my yoke. So I just did that to help. I don't know. Sometimes things don't register if you start with them on. Props back a little bit. Co-pilot is going to talk to us. Let's quickly look outside. We don't have much time to look outside because we got to navigate this terrain. There we go. I'm getting really jittery frame rates. What are we at? 60. We're pegged at 60, and I have it set to max out at 60. So we're pegged at 60. I don't know why it's getting jittery, but whatever. Alrighty, so just like in all the other legs, when we hand fly like this, I do get pretty chatty because we talk out and we talk through what we're doing. It's not like the planes area where we can use autopilot, set a heading bug, and just fly in silence. And it's definitely not like the GPS trips where you just set GPS and it flies your plane for you. So we get a little bit chatty here. We need to make a decision. Which way are we going to go? I think we're going to veer. They're going to veer to the right to hit that peak. Although the nav log says just to go straight over this mess. Maybe veer left a little bit over that water. But then we got to climb that stuff. So let's just stay to the right so we won't have to climb too high. Because I do like flying the valleys when we can. Sometimes we can't though because the terrain is just too much. But we're going to go around this mountain. And we're going to check everything out along the way. And there's a lake. Not one of our POIs. But it's a lake. A couple lakes actually. Probably a little bit too cool for skinny dipping, but anywho. Alright, let's trim down a little bit. We don't want to get too high if we don't have to, because we're going to go around that peak. So as we navigate this, and we know we're heading to the peak, let's see where we're going next, so we know what we're going to do. So after we get to the peak, we're going to go a lot more north. So that's going to put us around it. And then we're going to go for a while, and then we're going to go to the Gordis-Walchensee, one of the deepest and largest mountain lakes in Germany, which is probably not that. Probably off the map. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's that. We'll find out. For now, though, let's stay on target and not run into any mountains if we can help it. There we go. Okay, well, we're going to worry about that peak for now, and then we'll worry about the lake. So I'm going to fly a plane and stop climbing because we don't need to climb anymore. So trim down, give you some sightseeing, and I'll see you at this mountain peak, which is going to come into view any second now. It's probably that one right there. I'll see you when we get there. So that is obviously the peak, right? Even if you don't know where we're going, that's pretty obvious. But let's look out the windows for the other area too. And I think there's a city right below us here. Coming to view. Yeah, there it is. Looking good. But we have to fly planes. Oh, look at how it's in the curve though. See that? That cool? How the city curves around. Alrighty, hop inside. Where are we headed to next? We're gonna head 53 degrees. I'm going to try to do this while I'm looking out the windows so they don't hit anything. 52 degrees. Excuse me, 52 degrees. I'm going to get close from back here. And we're going to hop down here and get it dialed into 52. So we're going to go that way in a second. As soon as we clear this terrain. And then we're going to look for this gigantic lake, I guess, which I don't know. None of those lakes look particularly gigantic. It's the largest and deepest, right? Whoops, let's close this up. We're done with that. Deepest and largest mountain lakes. So, I don't know. 8 minutes out. Maybe it is that one. I don't know. I do know that we might have to climb a little bit here. Alright, looking out the window, just getting my bearings and trying to figure where we're going, and we're going to this big lake right there. So that one does look pretty big. That's where we're headed. It makes more sense now. We're not totally following the heading in the nav log quite yet because of that. So we're kind of going around the mountain, and now we're heading towards the gigantic lake. And now it all makes sense. So sightseeing for quite a bit because it's quite a ways away. And I'll see you when we get to Walchensee. Alright, our next point of interest is obviously in front of the nose, big old lake. And then immediately after that, we're going to go to Sea, which is the tiny one right there, which is right in front of it. Then after that, we're going to go to the Isar River, which is this long river right here. And that, and then EDGY or Airfield in the scenery, pastoral scenery of southern Bavaria. So we're going to head up here, go to this river and land at that airport. So that'll be the general outline for the rest of this leg. We have to find a grass airport, which should be okay. But we have ways to go. We're not quite there yet. We have climbed a little bit during sightseeing, just because I wanted to clear some of that terrain a little more safely. But otherwise, we've been staying low enough we can see things like those towns back there and some other features and things. So, looking good. Just think about how many people there are on the planet when you think of things like this. Like all these little mountain towns have thousands of people, and there's like millions of those, which makes billions of people. Crazy. Just crazy. So there's the deep, large lake, and then you can see just over the wing the other one. And then we'll turn to the right, find the river, start coming down probably, and then land. So bunch more sightseeing for you, I guess. I'm gonna quiet my mouth now until we cross the river. I'll point that out and then we'll land. So I'll see you in a couple minutes of your time after I edit down the long minutes of my time. We're about to cross over the river now. If you look, we've got that body of water in front of the nose. Then there's the river, and then there's our airport. I'm not able to come down quite yet, though, because the terrain is pretty high here yet. But as soon as we cross, then we'll start coming down. Looks like we're almost through it. And let's just update where we are. If you're wondering where in the world we are, just north of us is Munich, Germany. So straight that way would be Munich, and that's where we are in the world, and then the Alps behind us. So there you go, about to finish leg, what are we on, leg 6 I think this is. Then we got a long leg ahead of us, and then a short one, then that'll be the trip. But again, that'll be like a week from now by the time we get through those. Alright, there's that body of water we're aiming for, and then our airport is over to the right somewhere. What does it look like? Just a grass strip. So hopefully we can find it. It is pretty hazy, so we'll see what happens when we get lower to the ground. So I want to start coming down now. I think we've cleared the train. Yeah, look at that though, that looks really cool. And there's our river, and it does go through there. See, I guess I was looking at the wrong body of water. I was focused on something else. Anyway, we're about to cross over the river right now. Let's look outside one final time as we come down. There we go. That looks really cool. There's our 2 mountain lakes back there. And more water over there. And another city here. Look at that city. Okay. Time to get to work. We need to come way down because we're just about to cross. There's the airport over there. I think I see it. We have to circle to land. What got us caught up was this terrain we had to go around. So now we got to do this little thing to get down in time. And hopefully we can figure out where this airport is. Line of trees, fields, pastures, meadows. Airport is to our left, but I think we're too high to land. Oh, is that it right there? Is that it right there? Is there a building at the end of it? That does not look like the photo at all. But it looks like an airport. And it matches the GPS. Okay. My concern is being able to see it when we're lower to the ground, right? That's the concern, is can you still see it when you're lower to the ground? Oh, landing lights aren't on. They are now. Let's turn around here. Let's not lose any more altitude because I want to be able to see the airport from the air. I'm kind of nervous about this landing, folks. I'm not going to lie. We're still losing altitude. I said stop losing altitude. More throttle to keep us from descending. Pitch up to slow us down a little bit. I am nervous about this one. Alright. Where's that airport? I think it's right here. I think. I can't even tell, to be honest. Throttle's back. Pitch up to slow down. The throttles will keep us from descending. Or the throttles would descend us, but pitching up to slow down will slow us down and not descend. Is that really the airport, do you think? I don't know. We're going to find out in a moment together. First set of flaps. I'm looking at the GPS. We have landed in fields that are not airports before. Not in a bush trip. Well, we've landed at the wrong airport before. There's that one bush trip that had like 7 or 8 airports all next to each other. So basically I just taxied around on the ground until the save icon came up. And then I knew that was the airport. I don't think that's an airport, folks. I don't think that's an airport. So let's put in some flaps and gain some speed. And head this direction. That's not an airport. Is it? That's not an airport, is it? Oh, there's our airport. That does not look like the photo at all. Maybe. Maybe it looks like our photo if you're really, really, really far away. Alright, we're going full flap on this one. And here we go. Clear those trees. I think this is it. I think this is it. Let's stall out just before we touch down. Ground effects. Come on. And there we go. One bounce. Not a big deal. Yoke all the way back. Careful on the rudders. There we go. Save icon. We made it. Okay, only 8 minutes longer than it's supposed to be. Okay, big sigh of relief. That was, yeah, that was lucky that we found it, to be honest. Alrighty, that's the end of that leg. You know the drill. We'll like the video, so like and subscribe so you know when the next leg is published, and I'll see you then.